Okay, it's me again, and today I'll be sharing something that I think is very much important. I don't know if you have ever had this scenario where um, someone, you have not spoken to them for like a while, let's say for a year, for weeks, and their thought comes in your mind, and you're like, that's awkward. What's up? Or case point, for those who are dreamers, you dream about someone for a very long time, you have not even probably even seen them, and you're wondering, why am I seeing these people in my dreams? Why am I seeing? And sometimes either they are going through a good time, or but most of the cases it's like there's something crazy happening to them. I don't know if you have ever had that, because for me it has happened to me several times. I there was this classmate of mine. I don't know if she was going to recognize, but I don't think I shared this. Um, Something happened like in the country, and when it happened, I had a dream about her, and what I could see was RIP, RIP, and I was like, what's that? So I go to her page, and I'm like, no, she's not RIP. So what's really happening? So because I did not have her number and I did not want to message her, I just decided to keep it quiet, and I just started praying for them. After I prayed for them, something disastrous happened in the country. And during the day, I'm like, oh God, thank you for saving nannies, thank you. Then later, I remembered, by the way, the lady that came in your mind. Where did she live? Imagine she lived, she used to live in that place. The disaster happened when she was still living in that place. And I was like, God, and people died. Actually, a big number of people died. And I called her. No, I did not call her. I texted her on her Facebook account, and she's not responding. For better part of the day, she never responded, and I could not be able to see anything that she has posted. She's not online. There's all these crazy things. Then later, she replied to me, I think in the evening, and she's like, oh, hello, hi, I'm well. I'm like, where have you been? Okay, I've been okay. Our family, we are safe. I'm safe. No one who has passed away. And I was like, God. So that's why you had to lay that person in my heart. Now it happened to me. I was going through a very hard season. Those times that you just get in your bed and you just want to sleep. Probably you're not able to sleep, or you're able to sleep. Or like you're just numbing, like through tears. You're like, let me just, probably if I cry out, it will help me. Then a friend of mine, not yes, a friend of mine, we had not spoken with them for like a year, for like months. Let me say probably 8 months or 7 months there. Let's say 6 months. And we had not chatted with them. And we met. We just randomly we met. Something happened and we met. And the first thing I felt like is to tell them what has been happening to me, because I wasn't feeling okay. I wasn't okay. And the person says, I was wondering why God was bringing you in my heart, and why I could not be able, like, he was just bringing you thought in my mind. And the first thing the person, like the person mentioned that they prayed for me, but they could not be able to understand, and they were not feeling okay because we had separated. Us No, that's a story for another day. The person could not be able to call me or text me and ask me what's happening. So that's why I'll give you another story. This will be my third story. That story now, someone, that day I was, you know, I plan sometimes to delete people's numbers. Sometimes I'm like, we have not chatted for like a year, for 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, a year or so. So I'm like, I want to delete this number because I even don't know the person. We have never met with the person. And when I decided to do that, that night I have a dream about them. Crazy. I have a dream about them. And I'm like, okay, this is awkward. And it was something really, really personal. So I decided to pray about it. okay, like there's those times I'm disciplined, so I prayed about it. Sometimes I'm not, but for this person, I was like, I could not be able to have peace. The next day, I did not have peace. I did not have peace. So I decided, okay, let me just pray about it, then let go. Then God is like, you're not only praying for them, you're actually going to text them. I'm like, how am I going to start a conversation with a stranger and tell them something so personal? But God, in His wisdom, He gave me a wisdom how to like respond, like to text them. The person doesn't respond. I texted them at night. The person did not respond. The person responded the next day around noon, or yeah. And when no, the person texted and said, God has just used you to encourage me because I was going through something, and I was wondering why it's taking time. But how God has given like the reply, it was so out of this world, because we don't talk. Like something happened, we don't talk, we don't chat with the person, and we have never even met. Like ni zile number so unapatanga by mistake, quote unquote by mistake, because anyway. And you might be wondering, why am I sharing all this? Sometimes you may be wondering why but hey, to be honest, on the social media people share the best things, the best times. Rarely do they share about the things that they are going through. Someone who is battling depression, someone who is battling all the crazy things that happen in their families. Because if you ever shared whatever happens in families, some of these families, it's crazy things. But my encouragement is that if you have ever had that nudge to pray for someone, if I've ever had that nudge to tell them something, mostly prayer. If God laid someone in your heart, please, sometimes it's your prayer that they really wanted. It's your prayer that they were waiting for. Or just God using you and placing that nudge in your heart so that you just intercede for them, because you don't know whatever is happening to them. You don't know whatever is happening to people's lives. Crazy things happen to people.